Hey there. Does your business feel a little lost online these days? If you're wondering why all the old tricks to get found just aren't cutting it anymore, well, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to dive into the completely new world of search. This quote right here really just says it all. For decades, the goal was pretty simple, right? Just get on that first page of Google with the 10 blue links. People built entire careers on that. But that whole playbook, it's basically becoming ancient history. The rules of the game have been completely flipped on their head. So, it's a fair question to ask yourself. If search has changed this radically, why are so many of us still trying to play by the old rules? The honest truth is, if your strategy hasn't evolved in the last couple of years, you're not just falling behind, you're already being left in the dust. And this slide, it shows the shift perfectly. On the left, you've got the old world. The whole point was to get people to your website. But now we're living in the world on the right. Your customers are getting instant answers from AI, or they're finding local businesses directly through their Google business profile. And a lot of the time, they never even click through to a single website. And that brings us to the biggest problem for so many businesses today: invisibility. Just having a website doesn't guarantee you'll ever be found. Let's take a look at why that is. Just try to get your head around this number. There are over 43 billion websites out there. That is the massive, noisy ocean that you're trying to get noticed in. It's an incredible amount of static, and your website, no matter how awesome it is just one tiny little drop. And okay, here's the real kicker. Out of all those billions of websites, a tiny 4% have ever gotten a single click from a Google search. Just think about that. It proves that just having a website means next to nothing. Getting people to actually find it, that's a whole different war. I absolutely love this analogy from the source material. You could have the most beautiful, most expensive, most perfectly designed website in the world, but if nobody knows how to find it, it might as well not exist. It's just a beautiful neon sign shining away in an empty basement. Now, here's the flip side. Here is the massive opportunity, especially if you're a local business. A full 50%, half of your competitors have either not claimed their Google business profile or they've just left it incomplete. You know what that is? That's like locking your front door while customers are literally lined up outside with cash in their hands. And really, it all just boils down to this. Your customers are searching online, right this second, looking for local services. But half of the businesses they're looking for simply aren't showing up where it actually counts. The buyers are online, but the businesses, they're not. Okay, so if the old way is broken, where should you be putting your time and energy? It really comes down to two new arenas. This is where your customers are actually looking right now. So it's really helpful to think of search in two different buckets now. When someone needs a service, plumber near me, they're heading straight to Google. That's where your Google business profile acts like your digital storefront. But when they have a question, like, how do I fix a leaky faucet, they're going to AI tools like ChatGPT more and more. And to show up there, you have to be seen as a trusted authority with really well-structured information. You've got to be visible in both of these places. It's not optional anymore. So how do you do that? How do you win in both arenas? Well, the solution isn't just make a better website. It's a completely new technical architecture, one that's designed for this new reality. The solution is something called a structured hub. Now try to think of it less like a traditional website and more like a library for AI. It's a whole system of interconnected content that's organized so neatly that it makes it incredibly easy for AI to understand what you do, what you're an expert in, and why you should be cited as a credible source. So, what are the building blocks of this hub? Well, it all starts with a really strong central About Us page that clearly states who you are. Then, you use smart internal links to connect all your services and content, creating a logical path for both users and AI. You also build out these little microsites that go super deep on specific customer questions. And, this is crucial, all of this content has to align with what Google calls EEAT. That stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. It's basically how Google and AI decide if you actually know what you're talking about. And here's why this architecture is so powerful. It serves everyone. It gives AI a crystal clear map of your expertise. It gives Google powerful signals of local relevance and authority. And, most importantly, it gives your customers the exact information they're looking for at the exact moment they need it. It's a win-win-win. Okay, so let's bring this all together into a final actionable checklist. Think of these as the new, non-negotiable rules for getting found online. All right, here are the 5 essential steps. Number 1, You have to fully optimize your Google Business profile. That is your digital front door. Number 2, build your structured content hub. That's your foundation. Number 3, create those targeted microsites that answer real specific customer questions. 4, align all of your content with those EEAT principles we talked about. And 5, make absolutely sure your entire online presence is structured so that AI can easily read and understand it. This, right here, is the new playbook. And that leaves us with one final thought. The era of, if you build a website, they will come, is officially over. So the question you really need to ask yourself is this. In this new world of search, are you building a true destination that customers and AI can actually find, or are you still just a neon sign in a basement?